Hey guys, we've done a number of different military surplus items from around the world. The mess kits, we've done the canteens, and today we're going to take a look at shovels. It's really impressive how many different style shovels there are out there and how militaries have come to choose different ones that fit their culture, fit their part of the world. Some of them are new, but a lot of these are vintage, some even back to World War II. And so it's a very interesting, very fascinating. Now I got all these at Sportsman's Guide, and that's where they carry a lot of this stuff. In fact, we have about 8 or 9 shovels laid out here, but there's probably that many more that are on the Sportsman's Guide website from other countries. And guys, you get a $20 off every $100 purchase when you use Sootch in the coupon code for all the items on the Sportsman's Guide website. Now the first shovel we're going to look at is one that's really common. This is the U.S. military shovel. It's a foldable shovel. As you see, it comes in this molded case. They also have cloth cases as well, that a lot of them, especially over in the desert. But this just folds out like this, and then you tighten down this little collar. And this locks it right into place. These are really handy. They're great. I keep one in my vehicle. It's just all steel construction. It's really cool because it does have kind of a saw blade tooth here and at the front. And this actually can be used as a weapon if you need to. But it's got this T-handle at the back, or this handle that kind of comes in and you can lock it up. But a really cool shovel. Now these again are brand new military surplus. And I think they do have some used surplus ones as well. But really tried and true, been around for a long time. Great item to keep. And one of the things I love about this shovel is because it does compact down. It takes a little bit of, there we go, getting used to bring it in. And then we can open this up and it just fits into this little small case. Then we have some snaps, lock it down. I mean guys, putting this in your trunk, especially during the winter months, or if you ever get stuck somewhere in rain, mud, having a good shovel like this, or just something around the house, much easier, compact than a big full-length shovel. And so the U.S. military, again, they've been very smart about using these. It does have the Alice clips at the back, so you can attach this to any kind of Alice material or even a belt loop. Now here you have the U.S. military shovel, and we're just going to try it out. Definitely a short little shovel, but great to be able to get down into that dirt. Whether you use the handle like this, or of course you can take your feet, push it into the ground, pull it up. Now this is a German folding shovel, and guys, to be honest, it is almost identical to the U.S. military shovel. It does come with this little fleck turn cover, and or fleck turn, and this is just a really cool little thing. We'll look at that in a second. But again, it unfolds very much like the U.S. shovel, and then again, just tighten it down. It does have the saw blades both sides right here and here. And so it locks down. It is a very solid option, and you have this handle to be able to grab. It's enclosed, but it does have rivets here that hold this on, and just a good solid shovel. This one has been used obviously, and you can see where it's been kind of worked down a little bit, but to me that just adds character to it. And then again, you can just do the same thing as the US, bring it down, and then bring down your handle. And then once you get it, bring it into your cover. Some people like to put them in one way or the other, but it fits either way. And then right here you have a little snap, it puts it in. We do have a little unusual clips here at the back, but included with these they have Alice clips here, and these actually fit down in here, so you can put this on an Alice pack or whatever. And then we have a little belt loop down at the bottom. But a really cool, I love the camo, I love the fleck tarn anyway, it's just got a really cool look to it. But again, very similar to the U.S. military shovel. We're going to dig a little bit with the West German foldable shovel. This is the one in the fleck turn. I'm going to just, yeah, even with this handle, you're able to really get a lot of dirt, which is the way a lot of guys are digging foxholes or whatever, filling up sandbags. Then again, you've got this here where you can push it into the dirt, really hard areas, be able to bring this out. It's short, but it's definitely effective. Next is a Swedish military reproduction shovel. This is brand new, but it's made in the same criteria as the Swedish military. This also is a folding shovel. It does have the same thing that the US has with this little collar. And then once you loosen it up, you can bring it around and then you can tighten it up. Now it has an angle here where you can actually pop this down. And one thing I thought was kind of unique is how the handle kind of curves around. Then we have a T-handle right here at the end. But really nice, neat shovel. You've got some holes right here. Not even sure what those are for. There's no cover or anything with this one. Pop it down. I mean, the great thing about these foldable shovels is that they are compact and they can be carried and used in a lot of places. Now I do like the longer handled shovels as well. They're a little easier to use, especially for really hard work, but these tools have been used very effectively for a long time. Now we have the Swedish folding shovel. This is, again, a reproduction. It's got this little T-handle. Has a nice blade length to it. Get it with our feet. Now I'll tell you, and I know a lot of vets will attest to this, but this low shovel, you know, doing this a lot is going to wear on your back. But it'll definitely get the job done, and it's compact. Now next we have the U.S. military shovel. This is the older style. It's about the World War II style, and it has a wooden handle. You still have a collar right here that you loosen up. And then it brings out the shovel. Again, guys, these things have been around for a long time over the years, and again, used very effectively. But these come in different conditions. This one's actually a little bit loose right here. Probably will tighten down a little better. But all steel on the blade, but then again, you have your wooden handle. And so it's going to give it actually a little more comfort. I just like the vintage style of this. Now you can see they come in different conditions. These actually came in a 2-pack. And it does have U.S. military or U.S. embossed into the metal right here. But just a straight blade, no serrations, and just simple. But guys, sometimes simple's great. Then we loosen it up, bring it around. Again, some of these shovels though, guys, I mean, you're going to get this surplus condition. A lot of these have been stored for a long time and have seen a lot of use. And here's the other one that came in the 2-pack, and you can see the wood has some scuffing on it. And just some wear, which is typical, but to me that makes a really good display piece, but it's also useful. Okay, this one has a little bit of a different collar on it. It has these ridges to be able to get it a little easier than the old style. I'm sure this one definitely was a World War II model. Then we have the old U.S. military shovels. Of course, these again were used during World War II. Very effective, and again, these can be used as a weapon. Just sharpen that edge. Now guys, we're going to get into the longer handled shovels now, but before I do, there are a number of different folding shovels, like from Russia, Italy, there's Swiss, there's just even Chinese shovels. Now those aren't foldable shovels, but there are a lot of other shovels that we're not going to be showing, and so you can imagine the different numbers. And some of these probably are not necessarily still on the website because they get supplies in when they do. So if there's something you see, you probably want to get over there and get it before it gets gone. First we have the Czechoslovakian or Czech shovel, and I believe now that it's the Czech Republic. It does have markings here on the blade. This is, to me, one of the coolest shovels. I mean, it's got a great look to it. The wood handle is definitely long. Has a nice collar that fits, and then of course it's reinforced with steel right here. But just a good solid piece. You know guys, this is long and it's definitely a little bit unwieldy, but one thing is you can really get effective with this kind of shovel. It is more of a flat style than a curved, but just one of those type shovels that's a little different, but I love the black color. It kind of sets it apart. Now we have the Czech military shovel. It's got a very wide blade on it. Wow, you can get a lot of dirt. Got a nice tip to it, be able to really dig in. Even though it's not curved, definitely can get a lot of dirt on that blade, or that spade, whatever you want to call it. And then we have the East German shovel, and this one has just a straight wooden hardwood. Then it comes in with the blade. You can see it's a nice curve to the blade. It's going to be very effective. This particular one comes in a 2-pack. And guys, I'm not really saying anything about prices, but they're on the Sportsman's Guide website. But I believe these two together are like $16 or something. I mean, it's really crazy. And you know, they're still good, solid shovels. This one though does show a lot more wear, a little rust on here. But you know, this is a tool, and it's something you're going to get out and use. It does have a little screw set into the metal to be able to hold onto the wood, give it a little bit more reinforcement. Next, we have the East German surplus shovel. It's funny, those little short shovels seem to dig in a little bit easier. But you have more of an extension. And you've got a little bit more blade space to be able to get more dirt. Plus that longer handle, it's going to make it better for all day long. Next, we have the East German coal shovel. Germany is really rich in coal, and so there's no doubt that this was used a lot. Now this one actually looks in pretty good condition. It does have the flat end, it is curved somewhat, and then it does have a wooden hardwood handle, and then we have a T-handle or another handle here with a wooden grip. And so this is kind of a traditional look to it, but then with the flat blade. So this is definitely something, you know, sometimes the shovels that are curved, they have certain purposes, but really trying to get stuff up, especially like with coal. You want something a little bit bigger, wider, a little flatter on the end. And they do have actually a number of different shovels that are similar to this with even bigger heads to them. So definitely a really cool, another cool shovel. Both of these are East German. You can see they had two different types. Now the coal shovel to me is something that you're really going to want to maybe get dirt up. It doesn't necessarily cut into the ground as easily, but it does because it's narrow. That narrow head actually works pretty good. So while it's made for coal, you can definitely use it for whatever you need to. So guys, whether you go with the small compact shovels, which are easily stowed, easy to handle, easy to grab out of your vehicle, or you want something with the longer handle to be able to give you a little more leverage, and probably, especially with the longer task, you'll be better suited with the longer ones. So a lot of different decisions and a lot of cool shovels. Now as far as prices go, the U.S. military shovel is, and this is in new condition, I think these run about $45. So that's going to be your most expensive. All the other shovels that I've shown are under $20. I mean, some get down to $10. And so it's a really good quality shovel that you're going to be able to use for whatever. Or if you just want to use it for display, you know, you want something a little different. And that's one of the things about Sportsman's Guide. Guys, they have a ton of different surplus stuff there that you just don't see anywhere else. And I really appreciate those guys sending these out. I asked them to. I said, I really would like to do another review on a bunch of different things, you know, from around the world. Now, the great news is if you use Sootch, when you check out in the coupon code, you get $20 off a $100 purchase or more. And so that always helps, and I really appreciate Sportsman's Guide for doing that. So check out Sportsman's Guide if you're looking for really cool, different things. And guys, there are so many other things that we didn't even mention here. And again, a number of different shovels. The mess kits, that was a lot of fun. There's a whole ton of different types. The canteens. And guys, there's other things, ammo crates, things like that. One of the things though is sometimes they come and go. And so you have to just be on the lookout. If you see something you really want, the price is really right, and it's a great time to jump on and grab it. And they do have a buyer's club that'll even bring the price down even more. Guys, just giving you a little taste of what's out there from around the world, which would go great with survival, prepping, or just planting a new flower bed. Be strong, be of good courage. God bless America. Long live the Republic. Just there at Sportsman's Guide. I don't want to say Sportsman's Guide 300 times. Only 300. $2.99's a limit. But you do get a $20 off a $100 purchase if you use Sootch. And no, they're not paying me to do this video. Sootch your shield. A number of different shovels that they've acquired. And did I say Sportsman's Guide when I started that?
I don't remember.
Sis. Okay, let's start over. To get coal, of course, Germany is a really strong coal country, and this is Spank that tire. Bad tire.